What's up, y'all? Ignore that last one. I don't know what the fuck happened there, guys. You know, I'm just glad to be back. I was over at a friend's house, right? And we was talking about music, and somewhere along the line, like, styles of music came up. And he basically said, jerk music is pretty much dead. And when I heard that shit, I'm not gonna lie, my heart broke a little bit. If you don't know, within the underground right now, it's super diverse. And another subgenre that's come back in recent memory, I'll get into that later, is jerk. Now, jerk is in a weird place now. Hopping on a jerk beat might sound corny or overplayed now, but I mean, it always wasn't like this. Back in 2023 when this shit had resurfaced, it was like the next thing. Niggas thought that was gonna be the next sound to blow up, and it kinda is and isn't at the same time. Again, it's really weird where jerk's at. And a lot of that has to do with how dumb the fucking underground community is. Yet again, it's come full circle. See, jerk has existed for fucking years. Actually, I want you to guess. How long you think jerk's been around, right? Alright, you got your answer? You typed it in the comments? Nigga, you was wrong! It came out in 2009! Yes, you heard me right. 2009, bro. Do you wanna know how long ago that was? Bro, that was still Obama era America. Like, he had just ran for his second term. Jerk is older than some people rapping on the beats. Nettspend was 2 years old when jerk came out. I was 2 years old when jerk came out. That's how long jerk has been around, bro. 2009, nigga? But anyway, bro, yeah, jerk has been around since like 2009. Way in like California, bro. Shout out Jalen Rutz. But yeah, niggas in Cali in the late 2000s and early 2010s would literally just link up, make songs under these type like beats.
Wanna 6ix9ine me just like my yeah. She need one more cup. Wanna 6ix9ine me just wanna 6ix9ine me just 6ix9ine me just like my
remix. Yeah, I had to bring Marvel ink. Your girlfriend love me like pink. Yeah, I'm the shit, but my shit don't stink. Her brain so good, I don't even have to think. Confident flow, I don't even have to drink. Y'all watch that flow like it fell in the sink. Probably take his girl, man, he shouldn't even blink. Fell in love with my tats, she love my ink. No time for the game. She wanna 6ix9ine me just like my aim. She know a nigga nasty, she know I don't play. Yeah, I'm high like 10 minutes on a microwave. No chips, but she wanna lay. She the type to give a nigga brain all day. Hit it then I leave, no I probably will stay. If she don't like me, she must be gay.
Wanna 6ix9ine me just like my aim.
And these niggas would just dance. Like, they would, jerking was a style of dance. Like, it was like a, you know how like breakdancing is a thing? Like jerking was a thing, bro. You had niggas like Marvel Inc. and New Boys. And you wanna know the most iconic jerk song, bro? No, it's not no fucking Nettspend shit. It's not no Xavier Sobey shit either. You wanna know what the most iconic jerk song is, bro? It's that boom, 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 boom. Teach me how to dug it. 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 Everybody love me. Everybody love me. Everybody love me. You ain't fucking with my ducky. Yes, bro. That was a fucking jerk song. All of that type shit was jerk shit. So now you might be wondering, how did we get here? How did we get to this point? Well, it's because Xavier Sobey decided to try to bring that type of rap back. As I'm sure you're aware by now, a lot of Xavier Sobey's image and aesthetic comes from like that Xbox 360, PS3 era of life. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And once Xav did it, it kind of like opened the floodgates for, especially when Nettspend like first came out, when that's like drink snippet first dropped, bro. That's when jerk really became oversaturated. Double, especially when niggas found Pashmade for the first time. Oh my goodness. I credit this song as the reason why niggas think jerk is dead now. Pashmade is a good song. It's a great song. But once Pashmade came out, a lot of niggas ran towards Cash Paint's SoundCloud or YouTube, whatever, found the 8 beats that nigga had, and just spammed them. Everybody in the underground, I guarantee you, probably has a song on a Cash Paint beat. And I'm willing to bet hard money on that. Whether it's released or not is a whole different story. But I'm willing to bet money that almost everybody in the underground has at least rubbed shoulders with a Cash Paint beat. You had Saya XO, Yapo JJ, who else? Lil Baby, Who else was on the fucking Cash? Quan to the Moon. It didn't help that Cash Paint had a very, very, very specific sound that he was doing with all of his jerk beats. So essentially, niggas was hopping on what sounded like the exact same beat over and over and over again. It was getting tiring. To the point where niggas just said, you know what, bro? Jerk is dead. I don't blame these niggas. Because the wave of jerk that had blown up was getting so oversaturated so fast that Cash Paint literally deleted his SoundCloud, I think his YouTube. There's no trace of that nigga to be found ever. I think that nigga did quit music, or if he's still doing music, he does it under a different name or something. Regardless though, that nigga was getting whored in 2023. I'm talking Ruby Rose whore. Passed around like a white girl at a frat house. It was passing that beat pack around like it was a fucking blunt. That's why I don't blame niggas when they say jerk is dead, because shit, Cash Paint pretty much is dead, so jerk kind of died with it. The problem is jerk is pretty much another style of rap similar to something like plug or trap, because it has a lot, and I mean a lot of sub iterations, experimentations, and evolutions it goes through. I mean, let's look at plug, right? We came a long way from the shit Future and Fredo Santana and Chief Keef was doing. That seems fucking forever ago. To now we fast forward and we got bully mons running around and shit.
Gang, yo. I love you. God. You see what happened to the lad nigga trying rob? Yeah. Get off your ass, nigga, get a job.
Same thing with trap. You look at early Zaytoven type beats and what Gucci and T.I. was doing, and now we got Travis Scott's running around and shit, and it's all ass. I'm just gonna be real with you. Point is, jerk kind of had a lot of catching up to do. You had R&B variants of jerk, which niggas like Yapo JJ. You still have like people trying to do a rage spin on it. I mean, jerk had a lot of potential, and that's why I say that jerk should, if it is considered dead, it shouldn't be. The fact that Pink Dreads, a song where Doodle Garbage hops on a jerk beat, was one of the biggest songs in recent memory, kind of shows that this style of music still has a lot, and I mean a lot of room for evolution. It still has a lot of demand. Niggas still fuck with that. You got Picasso blowing up now. I didn't even mention the British niggas. You know, with Whitey and Phoebe, that nigga, going crazy over these type beats, bro. Like, jerk shouldn't die. Another reason why jerk died though is because niggas didn't know what it fucking was and didn't know where it was rooted in. Let's think about it, right? Do you really think Diddy G sat there when he made Pink Dreads, knew all about the origins of jerk? No, he just thought it was a cool beat to hop on. And that's kind of the problem. A lot of people who hop on these jerk beats didn't know what it is and where it came from. So they tried renaming it to like hood trap and shit. And I'm sorry, bro, but that's another reason why I'm low-key tired of rap now. Because, and I hate saying this, but it's literally because a whole bunch of white people don't know the roots of fucking anything. They tried renaming that shit to hood trap, bro. That's an oxymoron, for one. And for two, that name sounds racist as fuck. I can't explain it, but it just sounds racist as shit. It has the same energy as hood weeb or some shit like that. Hood trap is not a real genre. And yet you have thousands of jerk producers going on YouTube or SoundCloud, uploading their shit as hood trap type beat instead of just jerk type beat. Sometimes hood trap / nettspend type beat to add on the extra whiteness. It's just a whole bunch of white people that don't really know the roots of anything or don't really know the culture that try to dictate on what is ultimately a black art. That's why I'm low-key grateful for niggas like playboi.max coming up and putting newer artists onto the scene, because it's black people finally reclaiming their shit back from a whole bunch of critics and white people who don't really know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm just gonna be real. I hate making it a race thing, but somehow it always ends up being the white man's fault. Just like anything else in America, right?
Play fair. When I send sauce, I promise that they stay there. We breathing, but I promise not the same air. I give you what you need like I was way fair. Big shout out to my brothers with them case loads. Remember days we used to share the same clothes. Remember when we used to pass the same hoes. I pass like Aaron Rodgers when it